Hey, it's Peony, and in this tutorial I want to show you how to draw a chair using two-point perspective. As usual, to start drawing in perspective, we need to draw the horizon line first, which is the eye level. Then of course we need to locate two vanishing points at two sides of the horizon line far apart from each other. I'm gonna start by drawing a vertical line as the nearest corner of the chair. Remember, we did the same in the last tutorial for drawing cubes in two-point perspective. So it's just the same because we're gonna draw cubes to begin with. Draw a short vertical line in the middle of the page. This will be the corner of the first cube we're about to draw. We want to draw this line below the horizon line. Let's draw two lines that recedes back into space to the left and right vanishing points. And to draw the bottom of the cube, do the same to connect the bottom of this line to the vanishing points. Remember to draw the guidelines lighter at the first stage. Now we can draw two more vertical lines between these two diagonal lines going to the vanishing points on either sides. And again, we can draw a diagonal line from the top left vertical line to the vanishing point on the right, and then another line from the top right vertical line to the vanishing point on the left. To finish it up, I can just go ahead and make the outlines a bit bolder so that my shape would be more distinct from the other lines. We're not going to make these lines darker because these are the empty areas between the legs. Pay attention that this side of my cube is narrower comparing to this side because this side is actually closer to the vanishing point on the right. And this side is kind of far from the vanishing point on the left. When we were drawing in one-point perspective, as we got closer to the vanishing point in the middle, it would give us a more kind of front view of the object that we were drawing. So this is the same, but we have two vanishing points at the two sides. So no matter which one, but let's say if you get closer to the vanishing point on the right, you're gonna have less view from the right side plane of the cube. And this side of the cube is gonna be wider. So pay attention to this and don't draw them in equal sizes for both planes. If your cube is actually a square and you're kind of tilted from the middle of the page to either of the vanishing points on the sides. So now we have created a cube in two-point perspective. We can give the top surface of the cube a thickness by adding two more lines going to the left and right vanishing points just below the top two lines. And that would be the sit of the chair. Next, we can work on the legs of the chair. For the front chair leg, we got two sides to draw. Remember, every line in two-point perspective goes to the left or right vanishing point, except the vertical lines. So draw two lines on either side of this first vertical line we drew. We can draw the right leg a little thinner because, as I said, it's closer to the vanishing point on the right. For this leg on the left, I'm going to start by drawing a vertical line next to it. This one goes to the left vanishing point. And then to find the angle of the other side plane of the leg, I'm going to use this right vanishing point and just draw a perspective line. Then with the help of this chair leg in front, I can be able to find the accurate thickness this chair leg is supposed to have. Again, draw a vertical line for the height of the leg. Then we can just repeat this on the right leg in the corner. So draw another parallel vertical line again next to this one on the right. The left side will go to the left vanishing point, as you know, and the right side will go to the right vanishing point. And then we can draw another vertical line for the other side plane of this leg. That might be helpful just to draw a guideline between the base of the legs on the floor, and then that will help us work out the base of the leg at the further distance in this cube. So now, as these guidelines meet on the back, we can find the location of the next leg at the back. We can draw the center vertical line and then darken the base line of the chair leg, and then the left line and the right vertical line too. Depending on what angle you're looking at the chair, we can continue this center line in the middle of this leg on the right drag it upwards to make the back of the chair. This upper side of the chair is going to be kind of above the horizon line. We can draw two perspective lines connecting this line for the back of the chair to the vanishing points. It helps us to find the side planes of this part of the chair. Now let's work on this part of the chair. We can continue that up. We can draw another vertical line following up from this middle line that we have for the back chair leg. And then we can draw two parallel lines on either side of it for the left and right sides of that part of the chair. Now let's work on this part of the chair where the back part connects to the sits of the chair. I'm going to erase these guidelines to make it more defined. Darken the lines again. Next, we can draw some slats at the back of the chair. Use the left vanishing point. I want to draw the first one at the top, not quite at the top, but a little bit lower. Going to the right vanishing point, we can draw the underneath plane of this wooden piece of the chair because we're looking up at the chair. And this part of the chair is located above the horizon line. So now that I drew it lower down, it means I can draw a receding line just above it. Next, we can draw one more slat for the back of the chair. But this one is located exactly on the horizon line, so it's just going to be only two lines. And we don't have a view from the bottom or top planes. It's just a front plane, so it means we're not looking at the thickness of it. We can't see it because it's so close to the horizon. And then we can use an eraser to erase some of the guidelines that we no longer need. Now I want to darken and clean the outlines of drone and check if there's anything to fix. I think I'd like to add another slat at the back of the chair. The third one is going to be below the horizon line. So I'm seeing a bit of the thickness of it from the top plane. And lastly, I like to have some shadows on my drawing. Let's say we have a light source from the left corner hitting the object from front, and these side planes are going to be slightly shaded. I'm going to have some cast shadows on the floor, and we're done. That's it for today's tutorial. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.